Hey guys, Drifter here. For once I'm not playing Modern Warfare 3. I've managed to travel all the way back in time to good old Call of Duty Black Ops, which is my favorite Call of Duty thus far, and we're going to be using the very robust theater mode here to make this gameplay look about 3 times more interesting than it should, but I hope it does still look interesting to you because, well, it's really unusual gameplay. Not too many people you're going to see running around with akimbo Skorpions, but I'm not playing alone. Right now I am playing with Daily Noob Poner, who mostly posts Minecraft these days, also does Call of Duty. You'll find his channel down there in the description. Addict Ghost over there is the Wesley Charles, or the guy who saved my mom's life. You'll find his channel down there in the description as well. Now let's get to the crux of this video, which is my Black Ops 2 multiplayer wish list. I made this mostly to entertain the people on my channel, but also if there's a very, very slim chance that some people at Treyarch or Activision are going to listen to this and maybe have time to implement one of these tweaks before the game launches, that would make me extremely happy. But I know you guys are very, very busy with the biggest Call of Duty launch ever, just bearing down on you like a freight train, but I do hope you take the time to watch this video because it is cool. And the number one thing that I want in Black Ops 2 that was in Black Ops 1, the number one thing above anything else on this list is the theater mode. The theater mode in this game is excellent. Black Ops has the most robust theater mode of any game engine I've ever seen. I know you guys are going to get put down when the Source film engine comes out, but that's Valve and they're doing it PC only. This theater mode was extremely powerful and not a lot of people utilized it, which was very, very sad. There was a lot of recorded videos and stuff, but not a lot of people took it and pulled it out and made the really awesome cinematic kind of stuff that they should have been making, and I hope that this comes back for Black Ops 2. I hope that Black Ops 2 has beautiful graphics and an easy to use interface with the dolly camera and the slow motion and the reverse time and the fast forward time and all that really, really cool stuff that we had going on here in Black Ops. Whoever had the idea to go full on with the theater mode, if you happen to work at Treyarch and that's you, you're welcome to private message me your name and address or office address, and I'm going to get you a big motherfucking cake, like maybe like a 3-layer cupcake cake, because this was really, really fun, and this made my job here as a commentator and just making videos like this way, way easier than doing that straight up recording and trying to go back and Twixtor and edit it and all that kind of crap. Didn't like that at all. The other thing that I hope to see in Black Ops 2 is really good map design. Call of Duty Black Ops had the best small map design that I ever saw when it launched. It had really, really good maps like Summit, and I forget the name of this map because it's been so long since I played the game. This was a good map. For some reason, I kind of like the snow maps more than anything, and all the very small maps were very good, but Black Ops really suffered for long-range maps. You had a couple good ones come out in the downloadable contents and stuff like that, but it took a very, very long time. I hope when this game launches, they'll have some very large maps so that we can do some actual sniping and assault rifle gameplay mixed with some small maps and some medium maps. I like that not too many of the maps here had these really crazy vertical levels. That's one of the problems I always had with Call of Duty games, is that people would be above me and below me at the same time, and I could never really keep track of where they were on the radar. Black Ops managed to have minimal vertical craziness going on, so it was much, much better for me. Now, as a weapons guy, as the guy that you chose not to do your weapon reviews because Xbox Ahoy or Stu is obviously much better at that, but I do spend a lot of my time doing weapon reviews, and I gotta say that I coughed a little bit. Oh god, dog montage activated! Enjoy the dog montage. I gotta say that as a guy that does weapon reviews, this game had the best overall balance of any Call of Duty game that I've ever seen. Most of the weapons, unfortunately, were so balanced they were very boring. They were kind of like clones of each other. Like, almost all of the submachine guns, there was only really, as far as fire rate and damage were concerned, there was about 3 or 4 different submachine guns, and the rest of them were just clones of each other with slightly different damage variables. And the same thing was true of assault rifles. The Commando and the AK-47 in this game were identical. A lot of the sniper rifles were identical, and they were very, very well balanced in time to kill and recoil and all that, but there was no reason to use one over the other, so they got very, very boring. One of the things I liked better about the Modern Warfare games is that while the overall balance was more poor, they had more overpowered guns, more extreme stuff, they also had a lot more fun things, and that every single gun you picked up had a niche, it had a use, it had something neat about it that none of the other guns could emulate. That wasn't necessarily true for Black Ops. A lot of the guns here are very, very similar, and they got boring really fast. Now, the equipment and stuff, not necessarily the same. You had some really cool equipment, you had some other really cool stuff going on, but the straight up normal gunplay, got a little bit old. One thing that I hope that you put in the next game is very usable akimbo weapons. I absolutely loved akimbo Skorpions in this game, and I thought that akimbo weapons were a really neat mix to the gameplay, and I thought that in this game they're actually fairly balanced. In some of the other games they could get crazy overpowered with the time to kill and damage and stuff, but in Black Ops here we had a nice balance between being able to kill very, very quickly at close range and kind of at medium range, and then just awful at long range without any sort of major perturbations to the gameplay. Perturbations. I'll just say disruptions to the gameplay because I can't pronounce that word very well. So I hope to see some sort of return for akimbo weapons because I just thought it looked really, really cool. Also, I want to see more dolphin diving. My god, it was so fun to dolphin dive when I had lightweight and I wouldn't take any damage. I could dolphin dive off the tallest thing in this game and bust through glass, and the glass would fall with me. I couldn't shoot as I was falling, though. That drove me bonkers. I understand that there is some balance aspect in there about shooting while you're falling, but I really, really wish that I could shoot as I fall. Even if it's wildly inaccurate, it would be very fun to get a kill. Moving on from the multiplayer to the zombies, I'm hoping to see big things from zombies, and from what I've read, zombies is going to be huge. 8-player zombies, more maps, more game modes, more strategy. That sounds great because you guys hit the nail on the head with Nazi zombies. I don't know what drunkard decided that would be the best bonus mode, but they did excellent. I hope they got a raise because people buy Black Ops games now, or Treyarch games, just because they want to play Nazi zombies, because Nazi zombies is so damn fun, and I hope that you guys bring that back. That was so fun to play, because especially when I had friends over, not everybody could hop on the multiplayer and have a good time, but everybody, and I mean everybody, loved Nazi zombies, especially Call of the Dead with its grindhouse style. I hope to see more fun maps like that. Of note about the zombies, I would like to see easier access to the story in zombies, because while there is a story in zombies, unfortunately it's very, very clustered and crowded and convoluted, and you have to read through and get all these little bitty clues and do these crazy, crazy Easter eggs that take hours, and you have to have tons and tons of skill to do. And while that is a very neat story aspect, and it is quite cool, it's very unappealing to the casual gamer or to the casual zombie gamer, and nobody's going to do it. But you guys are Treyarch, and I probably shouldn't be lecturing you on what to do about a video game. I've never really designed a video game in my life, so I couldn't tell you how to do it properly. The one thing I always liked about Treyarch, better than Infinity Ward, better than a lot of other game companies, I'm mostly thinking in Call of Duties here, is that you guys take huge, huge risk. Everybody's going to recycle the same modern shooter. It's like Call of Modern Battlefield Shooter 3, Dramatic Warfare, run through the smoke and shit. It's really boring, but with Treyarch, you guys take huge, huge risk. I mean, if you think about it, you did World at War, which wasn't really that out of the box. It was in the middle of the World War II shooters era, but you added so much crazy shit to it. Flamethrowers and Molotov cocktails and dogs and zombie mode and tank and all that kind of stuff. Black Ops was an unusual choice because you went all the way back to the 60s and 70s and 80s and put in these goofy Soviet guns and really unusual kill streaks like RC cars, and again with the flamethrowers and just a lot of crazy stuff that other game companies never would have thought to do. And here you are with Black Ops 2 going into the future with, you know, predicting future guns, and we're like space Call of Duty almost, and hacking and stuff. I hope that whatever you do with Black Ops 2, it's going to be just as risky as all the other games, because while they may not be as like technically, realistically, feasibly sound, they are wonderfully entertaining and very, very fun to play, and that's what I hope I see more of in Black Ops 2. Well, I hope that you all enjoyed this gameplay and the commentary and the editing and all that sort of stuff, and if you're new to my channel, if you haven't seen any of the other videos, click that little yellow subscribe thing down in the bottom left-hand corner, and you'll see more cool stuff like this. Drifter out.